Welcome back, everybody. Today we'll be talking about common used HTTP methods in C# Web API, namely the GET, the POST, PUT, DELETE, and finally PATCH. To make it a little easier for you, I will start on to the to-do model, wherein we're just going to be having a few properties, namely ID, the date, description, and as well the title. So this is the model that is going to be used to store all the details of a specific to-do. Let's go right ahead and add a few methods. The first one will be an HTTP GET that gets all the to-dos. All it does currently is just return a list of empty to-dos. The second method is somewhat similar to the above one. The main difference is instead of getting a list of to-dos, it only goes and gets a single to-do by a specified ID. The third method is a POST. This method is actually used to create to-do details in a database. So whatever details or whatever to-do that you're trying to retrieve up here, at some point they were created, and this method is actually used for that. To pass the data, you just pass it on the body of that request, and then you should be able to just receive it. So with the PUT method, think of it as a POST, but this one is just to update the data instead of creating the data. So for whatever to do that you might be having, you want to update maybe the title or the description, then you use this method instead of actually going to create a new one, but rather just go and update the existing data. Patch does something similar to what PUT does. The main difference being that with a patch call, you can go and update specific properties instead of having to update the whole object in the database. So for example, in your to-do here, with a PUT, you basically just go and then update all these properties here. But with a patch, you can specify that I don't want to update the whole method. Instead, you go ahead and only update a single property. For example, just updating the description only. And of course, the delete method, all it does what it says. You just give it an ID and then it will do the job. And visually, this is what it looks like. Just need to add a few other ones. So with the new Visual Studio, you don't really have to refresh everything. You could just do a hot reload and it should be able to show all the new changes accordingly. And I mean, this will be shown this way on Swagger. I mean, you can see it even shows the contract or how the data will have to be like, what's the expected data, what is the data to be returned. Just a quick recap of what we have covered today. We added a new model that has the to-do details. We added a couple of new methods, HTTP method that will reflect straight into our Swagger. Next episode, we'll be adding some business logic. This will include some functionality to process the data that we are receiving or sending, as well as saving this data into a database. That's it for today. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share with your friend, tell your friends as well to just share with their friends. And thank you. Bye.